kids who are in grade 9 are confused because they are not very sure about the books they are going to handle. From my knowledge, we are focused on Bridges Without Rivers. We have Wema Hauozi. Then there is this book Hodi Hodi na mashairi mengine. Hicho ni kitabu cha ushairi, uchambuzi wa mashairi ya Kiswahili, ambapo maswali yatatoka kwa mashairi mojawapo ambayo kwa kitabu hiki. We have The Last Laugh and we have The Daughter of Nature. That is poetry books. Last Laugh focused on grade 9. Daughter of Nature 8, but from any of them a poem can come and you need to answer questions. When you come to the storybooks, Wema Hauozi katika Kiswahili, and in English, Bridges Without Rivers. So guys, focus. And it's just good that if you're in grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, start early as grade 7. Begin buying the storybooks for your kids. I have a very great analysis on these books. Now go for it because it will open up the mind of your kid on what characters are, styles, and themes are. So do not waste time, Sometimes because they're in public schools, they may delay to have these books, but as a parent, you have a role to buy the books and offer to them. The analysis is also very, very important. In my book, I've done questions and answers. So those questions will lead your child to understand what can be said. And I really did a lot of questions. So you may find that some of them may be part of what will be tested. Now, your child, compared to a high school kid, just needs to understand what a theme is and mention. And some of these themes are related to the contents, or rather what KICD established as, they call it what? They call it strands, the strands that they are studying. Whether it is maybe the wild animals, the conservation of environment, whether it's about hygiene, whether it's about, diseases, those aspects that happen in the community. Ukienda katika Kiswahili, labda kutakuwa na kuangalia masuala ya afya, kutakuwa na masuala ya ugonjwa, kutakuwa na masuala ya umaskini na kadhalika. Mambo ambayo yanajitokeza katika jamii kila wakati. So, if you go to styles, you have simple styles. Even repetition in JSS is considered. Even if it's a novel, unlike in high school where it's not. We have dialogue, and I've told people, even if a child answers conversation, they'll score. I saw somebody correcting, and I know very well dialogue is dialogue, but at a JSS level, the word conversation can score, because we are just looking at whether this child understands the story and the styles within them. The other thing we want to see is whether this child can establish it, and so just a line or so can do for them. When it comes to themes, as I've mentioned earlier, the strands within every topic, they guide the learner to establish themes, and some of them are themes that we see in high school, but not at deeper level. So you may see it just coming out, popping out, and something like that, education, technology, these things coming up. So you look at this text again, when you come to character and characterization, ama uhusika katika Kiswahili, utapata kwamba, utapata tu mhusika labda amefanya kitu fulani, kidogo tu, labda amejadili mambo ya kazi, na unasema, labda yeye anapenda, yeye ni mtu wa bidii. Labda ameonyesha wivu fulani, unasema mtu ana wivu. Ana upendo, mambo kama hayo. Labda anatamaa, labda ametamani sana kitu fulani, mambo kama hayo. So, when it comes to JSS, they are dealing with almost similar topics as what we are handling in Form 3 and 4, but at a lighter level. They are introducing to them early so that by the time they are coming to grade 10, remember their syllabus has distinguished linguistics from literature, just as it used to be before they changed the system to 844, where they integrated literature and linguistics. So, when it comes to linguistics, what are the kids dealing with? These kids are dealing with aspects of, that is discourse, discourse. Yes, isimu jamii, social linguistics. Then they are dealing with aspects of, nouns, and let's say the parts of speech, or the speech marks, beginning with the nouns, the verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and all that, and how they are used. Then remember, under linguistics, that is where writing is. So they need to learn how to write several writings, beginning from letters. We have speeches, we have diaries, we have so many other. And so these kids should keep exposing themselves to speeches that are decent and on variety of topics like citizenship, environmental conservation, it can be hygiene, and all those different topics that are we call them strands that are in their syllabus. So as a teacher, I just follow the strands. We are coming up with a good revision book that will combine grade 7, 8, and 9. It has activities. At the same time, it has some few questions and answers. It won't take us long and it will be out. I have a friend who has written integrated science. He did that long ago and it's yet to come out. And a friend who has done Kiswahili. So we are just working night and day. Sometimes we rest because if you strain, sometimes you come out with content that is not suitable. So let's not worry. The JSS parents, teachers, and students, we are just on point. And being the PIG group, that is the first group. I have a son who is in this grade. I know everything will be good for us. Let's not worry and complain about what the government did because it's out of our control. And what is done is done. So we just need to adjust and focus on it. So last year, we actually did a lot of books. 7 books Kiswahili, 7 books English, and we are selling this book together. Why? Because when you start the analysis or handling questions in these books, you don't need to have separate books and buy each let's say each at 555. How much will be that? So that's why we had to position together Kiswahili books together in one book and sell at 1,200, and then the English the same. Now, each of these books contains 7 texts. Like when you come to the JSS English book, it contains rivers without, the bridges without rivers, strange happenings, Becca's misfortune. We have this diary, Toby's diary, and we have the other book here. Now, when you come to Kiswahili, utapata Wema Hauozi iko pale, kuna Mji wa Matarajio, utapata kitabu kama Hidaya, utapata kitabu kama... Sasa ndugu zangu, nimeona wazazi wengi sana wameuliza hodi hodi na mashairi mengine. Kumbuka hicho ni kitabu ambacho wameweka mashairi mengi yakaweza kuandika. Sasa tunaendelea na uchambuzi, na sababu iliyofanya tusichanganye na uchambuzi wa vitabu vingine ni kwamba haya ni mashairi. Mashairi haya ni mengi, na kwa hivyo tukitaka kuchambua lazima tukitenge kitabu kutoka kwa vingine. Daughter of Nature and The Last Laugh pia, we are making a one book on that, and we are trying to analyze based on the strands, and that's why we wouldn't rush. If you rush, sometimes you'll buy a book out there thinking that it's suitable, but it may lack the to follow the expectations of this syllabus, because this syllabus has specific objectives. It has specific aims or goals, and then now there are strands, and in each strand we have substrands and the number of lessons expected plus the expectations. What are the expectations we need the student to achieve at the end of the day? So we are trying as much as possible to do this, and so we are sorry that we delayed, but we are almost finishing. Very soon our books will be out and will reach you. Thank you for those who are supporting us. I've seen a lot of people asking for our books, buying, and really appreciating what is in it. And some are concerned that they should have pictures. Now, for the first analysis, we couldn't place pictures because we are just analyzing the books that already existent. But I see that indeed, for JSS students being just from the junior, the junior school, they need pictures. So we are going to consider that, and therefore, don't worry. We are always appreciative of your encouragement, of whatever you tell us, because you matter a lot. You are the clients and you know what the kids need. I know kids at that level may be bored by just reading books that don't have pictures, and so we are going to consider that. Bye-bye for now, and consider us always. And if you've not subscribed to this channel, consider subscribing. We are with you. You don't know how much you appreciate your presence. Bye bye for now.